Welcome to the course overview for Advanced SQL for Business Intelligence. My name is Jeff James, and I just want to give you a quick heads up what you could expect out of the course. So a little bit about myself, not too much at all. Jeff James, hair is shorter now, but I'm a research engineer at a company called Pond5, work on document, audio, classification tasks, machine learning, stuff like that, some business analytics. Also have a small consulting firm called Flatirons Digital. If you want to learn more about me, you can find me at those links. So what are we going to be talking about? We have 5 sections. If you've been following along with the first course, section 1 is really just getting the data installed. It's not a big deal. Maybe you already have it. After that, we have 4 pretty high quality sections here. Section 2 is kind of a warm-up. If you have done the first course, this will be a nice refresher for you. If you don't know anything about SQL, you're going to feel hopelessly lost. If you didn't take the first course, it's possible that if you're familiar with SQL, you can grind through section 2, and that'll be a good refresher before we move into 3, 4, 5. The focus of this entire course is applications. I don't talk about theory, and I actually omit a lot of what other courses cover because, in my view, they're fringe and rarely used in practice. What do I mean by practice? Well, analyzing customers, analyzing behavior, and writing SQL that's not trivial. What do I mean by not trivial? Section 3, time between events and mastering window functions. If you can't do this stuff, it's going to take you hours to answer questions. You're not going to do well. You're going to be spending your entire day trying to write some trivial query that you should be able to write in 10 minutes. Section 4, putting it all together. This is kind of like additional free-form analysis based on real-world examples. And section 5 is kind of in the same vein. We're going to look at cross-shopping behavior between stores, CPA and profitability analysis, and also computing summary statistics for users, which is a often encountered request in the wild out there. Essentially, what do you need for the course? Well, you need a computer you can install Postgres on, download files from the internet. As far as familiarity with SQL goes, I didn't want to say you need to know all these things because I don't know what you need to know to learn. But a good indication is probably if you could look at this query and within 5 seconds tell me why it's going to error, you got a good chance of being able to complete it, I think. But, be warned, you can't watch this half asleep. You're not going to do well by watching it at night when you're tired and dozing off because it's too complicated. And, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I really wanted to give you something that you would learn from. And I sincerely hope that you do. One other thing I didn't mention is I occasionally sprinkle in a little bit of Tableau software throughout the course in a handful of videos. It's not a Tableau course by any stretch of the imagination, but I just wanted to illustrate how occasionally during a concrete case study for BI, you would hand off the data from an SQL database to Tableau to improve your analytical process and get things done a lot faster. So, feedback and questions, Jeffrey James at Flatirons Digital, happy to entertain anything. And thank you in advance. I hope you enjoy the course.